Hey guys, Greg here. So, I got a massive haul of jazz the other day. I'm calling it 60 records for $60. This was at a local charity sale. It was really a book sale. And so maybe nobody else was there for vinyl but me. But a friend was there and said, I think they have jazz records here. And she texted me a picture of Dave Brubeck Greatest Hits. And I'm like, is it worth my time to come down there? It might be junk. Well, it turned out it wasn't junk, and I kind of went crazy, and I bought 60 records for 60 bucks. This is the second video. I already went through about 20 of them on a previous video. I can't fit them all into one video. It would be too long and boring. So I'm just going to go through, see how far we get till we get tired of this. What's my best side here? How about Wayne Shorter Supernova on Blue Note? And this is on the Liberty. So I don't know if this is original or not, but this is one of Wayne Shorter's most free, jazzy, out there kind of records. It's got both John McLaughlin and Sonny Sharrock, and Chick Corea, and Jack DeJohnette. Gave this a little bit of a listen. Not in perfect shape. What do you want for $1? Okay, I've got to clean and catalog and sleeve all these. This is going to take forever. I already showed this one in the other video, but I'm so glad it's in the pile. Pharaoh Sanders, Themby, one of his more famous records. It's a very percussion-y, almost free jazz, I guess. It's got Roy Haynes and Cecil McBee and Lonnie Liston Smith. And actually, Lonnie Liston Smith's famous song, Astral Traveling, probably his most famous. So, where are you going to get this for $1? Come on. Okay, Modern Jazz Quartet doing blues on Bach. Not really familiar with this, but on Atlantic. Let's check it out. Okay, move to this other pile. This one is on the turntable, so the record is not in the sleeve. First of all, there we go. Dave Holland and Bar Phillips. I really am getting into Dave Holland lately. I wish I had more of his stuff. Early Dave Holland on ECM 1971. There he is. Amazing, amazing bass player. This is just improvisation of two basses. Well, he calls it bass and cello. Half of it is improvised and half of it is written tunes. But I started to give this a listen. A little bit crackly. Hasn't been cleaned yet. Alright, here's a really... The guy who gave all these records away had good taste, okay? Usually when you see jazz at a charity shop or a sale, this guy had some out there taste for an old dude. Okay, he's older than me, so he must be really old. The great Anthony Braxton. We don't talk or hear enough about Anthony Braxton. What a innovator. And of course he's got tunes on here with titles like NR-12-C 33M in parentheses. You know, his song titles are out of this world. Inner City Records, and Anthony Braxton still doing great stuff. I think he's in his 80s. That is on Inner City. I already said that, didn't I? Yeah, listen to that one on both sides. It's cool. It's just solo saxophone, and his improvisation style is out there, which is cool. Chick Corea, Inner Space on Atlantic. This is kind of a compilation of other records. I listened to one side of this so far, and I absolutely love it. And Woody Shaw, Steve Swallow, Joe Farrell. I don't really know the source of this material. I got a lot of research to do here to get into all these records. Let's see how far I can get in this video before, you know, I run out of gas. Super rare record. Hey, it's the same on both sides. Joakim Karud is, I think, a German keyboard, or I should say piano player. And on a label I've never heard of, Futura Records from Paris. And it's mostly in French. What does that say, 1970 something? He's still around doing good stuff. There's a video of him and Archie Shepp doing Lonely Woman I just saw on YouTube the other day. That's really great. So this is just solo piano. But Joakim Karud. This is the only record I have by Art Ensemble of Chicago. This is called Fanfare for the Warriors, a DJ promo copy. Atlantic Records, Lester Bowie, of course, most famous member of the band, I would say. Guest artist Muhal Richard Abrams, piano player. I don't really know who that is. Maybe you guys can enlighten me, but this there's some great stuff here, guys. 60 records for 60 bucks. Give me a break. Okay, I bought this because I thought it was jazz, but it's not quite jazz. It's more funky. So this is Eugene McDaniels, Headless Heroes of the Apocalypse, and this is a little bit like the Gil Scott-Heron, Revolution Not Televised. There's a lot of like spoken word poetry stuff on here, but it's got Alphonse Mouzon and Miroslav Vitu. This, I think, is his most famous record, Eugene McDaniels, but he's also more famous for producing a lot of famous records. I got like a lot of piles I'm going for here. Okay, I probably showed this one in the last video, but I mean, for $1, are you kidding me? This is, it actually seems to be in really good shape. Chet Baker in New York. It says made in Japan. I don't know what's up with that. Is this original? Looks like it's pretty old. Riverside. This is in better shape than a lot of these other records. This is feeling like VG+. Chet Baker, Paul Chambers, Philly Joe Jones, New York, 1958. Gotta hear this one soon. My wife said that's her favorite here because, she doesn't like the free jazz. Okay, here is the rarest record in the whole pile. It's maybe the rarest record that I own. And I just grabbed it because it looked interesting. I had no idea if it was jazz, but Oracy, The Positive Force with Ade Olatunji. So since it sounds African and the dudes look African, I grabbed it, and it turns out it is extremely rare spiritual jazz, also with some of the spoken word poetry stuff. The Pamoja record label. This may be their only album. Got to do some more research on this, but amongst the experts in spiritual jazz and rare jazz, apparently this is something kind of special on it. This was re-released once. So Oracy, tell me if you know about it, please. Chime in, jump in, tell me what you think here. Okay, yeah, I got this for $1. One Dishi, Herbie Hancock, doing the African and ethnic thing with, who's on here? Billy Hart, Buster Williams, Benny Maupin, and they all have taken, I guess, African names. Ronnie Montrose plays guitar on here? Seriously? I didn't know that. This may be in lesser condition than some of the other records. It's not bad. Well, there's a scratch. There's a scratch. This just came out for Record Store Day. I never realized this is a picture of Herbie Hancock staring in a mirror till just this second. I thought it was some kind of abstract art. It's abstract, but super high contrast. Herbie, eyeglasses. I've seen this record a million times. I never noticed that. Okay, compilation, Coltrane, 2 LPs, The Atlantic Years. All right, 2 records for $1. Maybe I'll trade that, give it away. Carla Bley and Michael Mantler. Which side is up? I don't know. Is this on ECM? No, this is on Watt. And Carla Bley, sort of big band ensemble. I haven't listened to this one yet. I have not listened to most of these yet. Clifford Brown, Sextet, Gigi Grice, Pierre Michelet on bass, beboppy stuff. This was probably originally sourced on 78, I'm guessing. Of course you'd buy it for $1. Give me a break, people. The great Clifford Brown. McCoy, Tyner, Tender Moments. It's on Blue Note. It's got Lee Morgan, Benny Maupin again, Joe Chambers. How about some ECM? Colin Wildcat, John Abercrombie, Dave Holland, Jack DeJohnette. I love all these people. Well, Colin Wildcat, he plays the ethnic sitars and other weird instruments, but I don't mind the trippy, weird, ethnic, modal stuff. Joe Henderson in Japan on Milestone. All Japanese musicians. Great cover. Joe Henderson, 1973. This looks like a super rare record. Stanley Powell, who I don't really know that well, but great cover. Stanley Powell, Brilliant Circles. Look at that artwork. This is in really nice shape. On the Freedom label, not familiar with it. And they have a beautiful fried egg as their label. That's cool. It's a gatefold made in West Germany. It's got Woody Shaw on here and Bobby Hutcherson, Reggie Workman, Joe Chambers. I listened to this already. I like it a lot. Take a chance for $1 and it's worth $20 or $30. Let's see, we are getting into the 11 or 12 minutes here, so I'll wrap up soon. And I guess I'll have to be a part 3 because this is going on for too long. Okay, I got a blues record. Earl Hooker is the, I want to say cousin or uncle of John Lee Hooker. Do you remember the great Earl Hooker, Two Bugs in a Rug, on Bluesway, an imprint of ABC? I have one of the blues Earl Hooker record that's kind of cool, so grabbed it. How about Rashaan, Roland, Kirk? And let's see, 1975. Does that mean it was post-stroke? His playing degraded quite a bit after he had a stroke, as you may know, and I think that was around 1975. So anyway, the great Kirk. Okay guys, I think that's enough for now, and I'm going to save the rest for the next video so we don't go on too long. 60 LPs for $60. I got a lot of work to do, cataloging, listening, making sense of all this, getting it integrated into the collection. And don't forget, I love it when y'all follow me on the Instagram, Vinyl Rundown on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and I will always follow you back, assuming you have content, you're not one of those private accounts, and you have any interest in music. I probably wouldn't follow you if your channel was just about raising ducks or something. So appreciate you guys watching, and I will check you later. Keep spinning. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Is there a button to turn this thing off?